You create your own happiness for yourself. Don't wait for somebody to create happiness for you, or don't let somebody choose your happiness for you. You choose it yourself. Everybody has their life to live. You have your life to live. My husband has a saying. It says, you are the architect of your own misfortune. So whatever, sorry, you're the architect of your own, some in that line. So you have to be the architect of your present. So whatever happens to you now is your choice. It is your choice. You have to be happy. You have to be happy, and you need to make a conscious decision to make yourself happy. No matter what your life looks like right now, you can still create the life that you love. You see, many of us find it very difficult to enjoy the present, and then we focus and spend so much time dwelling on the past and worrying about the future, while actually learning from your past and preparing for the future is beneficial. We should get used to the habits of enjoying the present and living our life, living the life that we love in the present. I'm going to be talking so much about this today, and I want you to stay till the end of this. We're going to have I'm going to pour out my heart and what I think, instead of having to prepare for the future and forget about what your life looks like now, and live the life that you want to live in that future, living it now. I'm going to be talking a lot about that. Somebody reached out to me and said that she's, of course, enjoyed watching my episodes, and she watches from the Philippines. Wow. She said she watches my episodes with her family. And then I thought, oh, that's true. I actually don't know where people are watching from. So please leave in the chat box if you're actually watching this. You're not watching the premiered one, you're watching this after a replay. Can you please leave where you're actually watching from? Leave it in the chat box. I want to know where you're watching from. Thanks for doing that. And if this is the first time you're joining us, thank you for joining me today. This is the Bola Adeyeye Omishade Show, a community where we support people to be the best version of themselves. So thanks for joining us today. Now, if you do not want to miss our future episode, do not forget to click on the notification button so you subscribe, and then you click on the bell as well so that it reminds you when we're going to air another episode. So I'm really excited that you have joined us. So thank you so much, and welcome to our community. And yes, to my returning viewers, thank you for joining me again. I am excited that you're here. I'm happy that you're watching this again, and hopefully we're going to all learn how to live the life that we love now. We should live the life that we love, We all want to, everybody wants to be happy, isn't it? And we say, oh, when I'm settled, when I'm happy, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, But when is that time when you're going to be happy? Ask if somebody asks you, who is the happiest person that you have ever seen? Or maybe let me say, what is your metrics? What do you use to measure happiness? Or actually, where is that place you want to be? When are you going to get to that place where you want to be? We tend to, sometimes we often think happiness is something that happens to us, but happiness is our choice. You create your own happiness. You create your own happiness, and you are the only one that can make yourself happy. So, in other words, you choose your own happiness. You choose how you want your future to be from now. So whatever has happened to you in the past, it's your choice. It's based on the choices that you have made. Yes. And whatever is going to happen to you in future is still based on the choices that you have made. And that's a very, very bitter truth. You know, uh, Sometimes there are some things that you cannot change. Of course, I agree. But you can actually change the way you react to those things. You can choose the way you react to them, and the way you react to those things that happen to you that cannot change actually goes a long way to determine how happy you will be. We always think of, we want our life to be like this, we want our life, and sometimes things are not working the way we want. Life is not happening the way we want, and then we start to make ourselves feel like a victim, and then we leave everything aside, and then time begins to while away, and we are not noticing what time whiles away. Why we're not noticing that, yes, it's gone unnoticed. And unfortunately, if you don't begin to live the life that you want to live now, it will just be a roller coaster, because the same thing as has happened in the past will happen again. Somebody once said to me that I think I was with a friend, and we went to a church together, and the prophet there said to me that, oh, I can actually see you selling corn, granules in the marketplace. And I can't remember where it was, a woman at the time, a prophetess actually. And she said, I can see you selling corn and granules. And, the moment she said that, I just thought, are you actually serious? And when somebody is saying something to you, and maybe your eyes are closed, and then you open your eyes to see, like, is this woman actually seeing the right thing? Yeah, but so that there and there, I chose that this is not for me. This is not for me. And for every stage of my life, I have actually made choices. I've actually decided, I'll give you another example. Somebody once said to me, oh, because, right in my eyes, I knew that my life was nowhere. And the person was saying to me that the way your life is, you're just going to end up, you're not going to end up anywhere. And I can actually see that in my this is my life. My life is not actually going anywhere. So it's the truth. But then I made choices. So what am I trying to say in essence? Even when circumstances happen, you still have the power to choose and change what the future would look like. And that's based on the kind of choices and the kind of decisions that you make now. So if you really you dream, you have a future. Oh, I have a dream, plan for that future from today, and live in that future from today. You want to, oh, when I actually get to where I want to be, I'm going to be dressing like this, I'm going to wear my gold. But excuse me, why are you not actually wearing those gold now, or those jewelries? Why are you not wearing them now? Why are you storing all those beautiful clothes? Why are you storing them? Why are you not wearing them now? Because, to be honest, sometimes I know that it is very difficult. I know when you actually feel that the world is against you. I know it can be very tough. but you can choose the way you react to that situation. And that is why I want you to learn to live in the present. You see, those things that you would do when that thing that you expect to happen, those things that you would do when those things happen, you need to start doing them from now. And it has to be a conscious decision. Although within you, you know that things are not going the way you want it to be. But try not to make yourself feel like a victim. Try to think, look at yourself as a problem solver. Solve that your problem, and how can you do this? Because, when somebody comes and shares their problem with us, we tend to always try to want to solve the problem and think of ways where we can solve the problem for them. And that's just there and there. But then we forget to actually solve our own problems, and then we dwell on those things that have happened in the past and is affecting our present. But then choose your now. Enjoy your now. Enjoy how you react to things that happen to you now. And you see those things that have happened in the past, try to prevent them, learn from them, and prevent them from happening in future. Because wherever you find yourself in the future is your choice. It is your choice. When do you want to wear those clothes that you are storing? When do you want to spend that money that you're saving? When do you want to live that dream life? And what is stopping you from doing that now? Why are you saving? Peradventure, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but peradventure, that life does not come. Does that mean that life will just drift away? And then you begin to ask yourself, where has time gone? I was speaking to a friend today, and then it was somebody's birthday, and we're thinking, oh, how come she's 18 already? Where has time gone? You'll be shocked that time just goes quickly. It goes as fast. It's not waiting for you. So what am I trying to say? That life that you love, that life that you want for the future, start living it now while you are planning for the future. Do not keep worrying about what the future will look like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying plan. Yes, plan. But don't worry about it. Put things in place, make the right choices, but choose to be happy. Be your own friend. Now, it can be very, very difficult. There are certain ways in which you can do that. Try to do things differently. Break the boundaries. We tend to drift away and carry on with certain routine, like maybe because of course we're not where we want to be. So we go to work, we wake up, we go to work, maybe we have our quiet time, we go to work, and then we come back, we're back at home, we sleep, and then that's the routine. Do something different. Be your own best friend. Treat yourself. And then, at some point you need to sit down and reflect. What is that thing that makes me happy? Now, whatever I am actually thinking or I am seeking for in the future is not here. But now, what would make me happy? And that is what you should do. What is that thing that I can do? And I'm like, oh God, life is sweet. That is what you should do. Think of that thing. And it is a conscious decision that you have to make. It is a conscious decision. And that conscious, I was reading a book, and then I think the book I read, it said, spend time, and time where you're not thinking of anybody, at your own time, and question yourself, question your inner mind, and ask yourself. And firstly, maybe you start with appreciating those good things that have happened to you. Forget about comparing yourself with other people, what other people have. So forget about that. Just be on your own, just you and you yourself. And then you start looking at those good qualities that you have. Start looking at those good qualities. Appreciate yourself. you know. And then, you know, just like the way I like to watch my Chinese and Korean movies, you know. Oh, sometimes when I'm watching those movies, you know, I forget about my job and everything that all the tasks I like, oh, you know. Or sometimes when I like to eat all these nibbles, and I'm thinking, oh, life is sweet, and you see me enjoying it because, you know, that is what I like to do. You know, I was saying to my husband a couple of weeks ago, I was going to watch Korean movie, and he knows that when I start watching them, I said, you know what, let me just watch this Korean movie, you know. And you know, I watch it and I feel satisfied with myself, you know. And that is what you should do. Do that thing that makes you happy now. Those clothes that you're keeping, wear them and look beautiful. Those gold, those jewelries, that's for maybe female, you know. Buy that car that you desire, that if that thing you're waiting for comes, you're going to do. Start doing them from now. Love yourself. Be your own friend, best friend, and do not be an enemy to yourself. Do not make yourself a victim. You know, at the same time, that problem that you have, be the problem solver and start thinking of how you want to solve that problem. Don't worry about it, but put plans in place. If it takes you writing down what that problem is, because truthfully, we worry about the problem and forget about how to put plans in place to solve that problem. So yes, that problem is making you unhappy. But the question is, how do you want to solve it? Have you thought of, okay, how would I solve this problem? It is a problem, you know. Put plans in place, and so that you are not in a routine, that you're actually not bringing the past routine into the future. Because if you're not very careful, it will just be a repetition of all that's happened in the past. You know, live the life that you love now. And it has to start from now. Now, if it's actually reading books that you feel you want to read, start reading them now. If you actually want to study or you want to start that business, start it now. Stop waiting for, you know. My husband knows me. I am not that person. If I decide to start a business and I know that there's a need for that business, I start it. The day I think of it, I start putting plans in place. I start putting everything that I need in place. And sometimes he says, you don't even, yes, I do it now. Now. And that's what I want you to do. Because the future that you want is based on the choices that you make now. Everything has to be, think of everything as now. Okay, what does my life look like now? Am I happy? What is that thing that I would do that will make me happy? And that is what I want you to do, because it is your choice. Whatever has happened to you in the past is in the past. You can learn from it. Don't get me wrong. You can learn from that past, but do not bring that past into your present. Let that past go and do not let it repeat itself in the future. You can decide your future. You can decide it by what you do now. Choose to be happy. Choose to love yourself, you know? And that's what I am going to do, because of course, it's my birthday tomorrow. Yes. And I'm going to actually enjoy myself. You know, I made up my mind that, oh my God, I am going to enjoy myself. Some people, you know, see me, oh, Bola, where does she get all these vibes for? You only live once, you know? You only live once, and time waits for no man. So if you want to buy that best car, buy it now, and stop keeping that money in the bank and giving the banks the money to make the best use of your money. You know, use that money to do what you want to do in the future. Do it now. Now. I have a friend, Kelvin Inspires, and he has a group, and every day you have to do, like, I think they're on 50 do it now challenge. He says, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. You say it 50 times. Do it now. You have to do it now, and it has to be a conscious decision, because unfortunately, time will drift away unnoticed. it will just slide, and you sort of be in the same chain over and over again. Don't make the same mistakes that you have made in the past. Don't make those mistakes. Plan for what you want your future to be like. Start living the life that you want to live in the future. Start living it now. Do not worry about it, the future, because we tend to worry a lot about the future. And also, you should know your limits as well. Because sometimes when we take on too much, we worry a lot. We say, okay, I want to do something different today. We tend to take on too much. Know your limits, know when to stop, and maybe every day, every week, maybe when you have come back, maybe you've gone to work and you're back from work, you need to ask yourself, what have I done differently today? Do something different one day, every day, or maybe every week. If you're not used to maybe making eyelashes or fixing your nails, just give yourself a treat. I want to fix my nails today, or I want to buy a lovely shoe for myself. Do those things. Those are the sort of things that will stop you from that routine, because in most cases, you just have this routine that you get stuck with. And then you are all not happy. You're just living the life that you do not love. So sort of do something every week, every day. Do something that it's not the usual you. If it's going out to the restaurant and just sit in the restaurant, oh yeah, there's lockdown at the moment. So yeah, just like me. Sometimes I like to watch Korean and Chinese movie, but sometimes I just watch English movie. I just do something different. Or sometimes I just decide to dance and just put my wine and dance, You create your own happiness for yourself. Don't wait for somebody to create happiness for you, or don't let somebody choose your happiness for you. You choose it yourself. Everybody has their life to live. You have your life to live. My husband has a saying. It says, you are the architect of your own misfortune. So whatever, sorry, you're the architect of your own, in that line. So you have to be the architect of your present. So whatever happens to you now is your choice. It is your choice. You have to be happy. You have to be happy, and you need to make a conscious decision to make yourself happy. Get all those clothes out of the wardrobe. Get that gold out of the wardrobe. Get those shoes, those nice shoes that you're saving. Get them out and look beautiful every day. And look at yourself and say, wow, I am this beautiful. Start that business now. Put the resources and write the plan down and look at the plan and say, yes, oh, this is what I want to do. Look at it just right in my phone. Even though you know that you haven't really started, but you are in the process of doing it. And that is what you want. That is the life that you want for yourself. Live the life that you love. Live that life now. Do it now. If you know you have somebody who is actually dreaming, has a lot of things that they want in future, and they are waiting patiently. They are keeping all those resources, preparing those resources to use in the future. No, share this with them, so that they need to know that life that they want in future, they need to start living it now. They need to start living it now. Please share your thoughts with me. Share your thoughts on what you do to actually live in the present. Live now. Live life as if, I'm not saying there's no tomorrow, but live it like there's no tomorrow. And then even I'm a Christian, and then they say, live every life like today is your last day. So live a Christ-like life like it is your last day. And that's how you should live. You should make yourself happy. Like, oh, this is the last one. And live every day like that. It can be hard. I agree with you. It can, but you can do it. You can control your choices. You have power over your choices. And yes, share it with anybody that you think will find this very useful. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. I want to hear from you. I want to read your comments. Yeah. Thank you for joining me. And I hope this this is actually inspired somebody to actually live the life they love now, because you have the power to make choices. You have the power to change circumstances. You have the power to change what life throws at you. You have the power to change how you react to things. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a very, very special Valentine. Enjoy yourself, pamper yourself. It's a time to love yourself. Get enough cuddles if you want, and then treat yourself to something nice. Something nice is the season of love. And this is Bola Adeyeye Omishade, and I'll be enjoying my birthday tomorrow. And I'll see you next week. Yeah, bye. You take care.